Hello and welcome to the first episode of E15 for this week. The program regularly hosts a team of journalists who help our viewers to have a clear perspective of major issues concerning the forthcoming general elections in Nigeria. I am Ayodele Uzubaku. It's exactly 5 days to the conduct of the much-awaited presidential election in Nigeria. And as part of our preparations for the polls, the Independent National Electoral Commission told Nigerians on Sunday that 56.4 million permanent voter cards have been collected so far out of a registered figure of 68.8 million voters. The commission also ruled out any extension of the collection exercise, which was announced to have ended yesterday. According to the latest updates from INEC, most states have recorded between 60% and above rates. Ogun State, which recorded the lowest collection, now has 49.45%, while Gombe and Zamfara recorded over 95%, Gombe and Zamfara. Meanwhile, a federal high court sitting in Lagos earlier today ruled that the Nigerian armed forces have no role in the conduct of elections in the country. According to the presiding judge, Justice Ibrahim Buba, who relied on a recent Court of Appeal judgment that barred the use of soldiers in the conduct of elections, stated that it was a violation of Section 217, subsection 2C of the Nigerian Constitution and Section 1 of the Armed Forces Act. These are the issues we shall be looking at on today's episode of the program. Let me take this break. When we come back, you'll meet my guests. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Election accreditation and voting procedure. 10 basic steps for voters on polling day. Step 1. On the polling day and during the accreditation period, present self to the Assistant Presiding Officer 3 of your polling unit, who shall ascertain that you are in the right polling unit or voting point. Step 2. Approach Assistant Presiding Officer 1 for your PVC to be read by the card reader and matched with your thumbprint. Step 3. Approach Assistant Presiding Officer 2 to confirm that your name and voter identification number are as contained in the Register of Voters. Step 4. Allow the Assistant Presiding Officer 2 to apply indelible ink to the cuticle of the appropriate finger, then receive the voter accreditation tag, and then leave the polling unit to give space for other voters to be accredited, but return to the polling unit at 1 p.m. to be briefed on how to vote. Step 5. At 1:30 p.m. or when the presiding officer announces commencement of voting, join the queue in an orderly manner. Step 6. When invited, approach the Assistant Presiding Officer 2 to have your right thumb or fingernail marked with indelible ink and collect your ballot papers for voting. Step 7. Proceed to the voting cubicle to thumbprint your ballot in secret. Be careful not to allow the ink to stain other parts of the ballot papers. Step 8. With your ballot papers folded vertically, approach the Assistant Presiding Officer 1 to guide you so as to drop the ballot papers into the appropriate ballot boxes. Red box for presidential or governorship, black box for Senate, and green box for House of Representatives. Step 9. Leave the immediate voting area to give way for other voters to cast their votes. Step 10. You may, however, stay within the polling station to witness the sorting and counting of votes as well as the announcement of results. Vote credible candidates of your choice. Your vote counts.
This voter awareness has been brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.